We have 3, 4, 5 red lights in Mexico City, and away we go! A great start from pole position for Lando Norris there, but also coming through towards turn 1 is the two Ferraris of Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton tries to go down the inside, but here comes Max Verstappen picking up the slipstream. 4 wide into turn 1, Verstappen locks up, Verstappen goes off the track, Lando Norris holds on ahead of Lewis Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc's caught the track as well. There's Verstappen, Leclerc's leading, but surely he will have to get that position back, and the same for Verstappen to Hamilton, and Leclerc does indeed let Norris through. Into turn 5 we go. Lando Norris leads from Charles Leclerc as Lewis Hamilton gets back ahead of Max Verstappen. Verstappen tries down the inside, almost making contact and damaging his front wing. That would be crucial for the championship, but it's Norris leading, and round in the background goes one of the Aston Martins, and it's Lance Stroll. Let's take a look at the start then. A great getaway from Lando Norris there from pole position. He's trying his best to keep the two Ferraris behind, but then here's Max trying to go round the outside, 4 wide into turn 1. We always see slipstreams and cars going side by side into turn 1 at the start of the race here in Mexico, but Verstappen tried to take the lead from 5th, but sadly he doesn't. Oh, there goes Verstappen on the inside of Lewis Hamilton. They bang wheels, they're side by side into turns 2 and 3. Verstappen goes off to the grass. Verstappen's cut the corner. Hamilton and Russell are now right there with Verstappen. Verstappen's trying to give the place back to Hamilton. Hamilton's going to go round the outside. Hamilton locks up, and Hamilton goes off into the track, into the runoff area, off the track, and then Ollie Behrman, where's he come from? Down the inside and riding towards Russell, but Max Verstappen as well. They're side by side, down towards turn 8, I think, and through goes Ollie Behrman up into 4th place. Verstappen almost loses the car. What is going on out there here in Mexico? So let's see. Hamilton went round the outside and locked up, and Verstappen decides, okay, you can just do that. You're going to get a penalty anyway. And he has got a 10-second penalty to Lewis Hamilton. Wide goes Yuki Tsunoda. Oscar Piastri needs these points to keep himself in the lead of the World Championship. Piastri on Tsunoda, down the inside, the McLaren through on the Red Bull, and Oscar Piastri moves up into 8th place, and he can now set to get after George Russell.
I don't know why. I seem to be upping in the pit lane. Like something's broken. Like the vibration from the pit lane. Oh, no.
Carlos Sainz sped in the pit lane, and he's been given a 5-second time penalty as a reserve of that, because he felt jumping as he came into the pits. There is Hamilton into the pits and serving his 10-second time penalty as a steward say no further action for the collision between himself and Verstappen. But that is going to really cost Hamilton a podium here.
What are we doing? Staying out, Max. Yeah, so what are we on a 1-stop or a 2-stop at the moment? Right, okay.
I can hear everything.
That was weird. Oh, Esteban Ocon round the outside of Alex Albon. Ocon's going round the outside, and he's made a move. He says thank you very much, and that's 11th place for the Frenchman in Haas. You can see it's getting close here. Verstappen's made his stop onto the medium tyres, no, soft tyres, sorry. Verstappen's going to rejoin in 8th place, but he's surely going to have the pace to catch up to others.
Surface temperatures are sky high. George, let's get these under control.
Marcus, I've got a car in my... Okay? The car much quicker than ours. I'm trying to hold position. I've got much more pace than Kimi here, and we can fight for a podium. I'm happy to give the position back if I don't achieve it, but my tyres are just getting sacked here.
Understood.
Russell is absolutely frustrated, and he just told Antonelli to swap positions, even though Piastri is all over the back of the two Mercedes here. And there goes Russell through and Antonelli. Antonelli, though, stays ahead of Piastri, but finally Russell is through after being so frustrated on the radio, and he can now get after Behrman.
Oh, great.
Oh, here we go. Oscar Piastri has a look round the outside, but there goes Max Verstappen on the man he tangled with a few on the opening laps of the race. Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen up to 7th. Oh, hello, we've got pit stops coming in. This time for Kimi Antonelli and Oscar Piastri. Now, what Now they're definitely on the 2 stop. Hamilton's in 2. A great stop from the McLaren boys as Piastri pits. Hamilton makes his stop as well, but a little bit slower than Piastri's stop. And Piastri has jumped Kimi Antonelli and moving himself up to 6th place, or maybe 7th. Great stop from Ollie Behrman. If Verstappen does go for another stop, this is really good for Ollie Behrman. He's got a shot of a podium today if Verstappen does pit again, but if he doesn't, Behrman will have to settle for at least a top 4, which will still be a very impressive result. You can see Piastri gaining on Russell, gaining on Russell, gaining on Russell. Down the inside he goes into turn 1. Russell tries to fight back, but he can't fight back. And Oscar Piastri is up into 5th place. And that is a good recovery drive. Damage limitation for Oscar Piastri. And the Mercedes have swapped once again. Kimi Antonelli back ahead of George Russell and back up to 6th place. As meanwhile, Gabriel Bortoleto going round the outside of Isaac Hadjar and moving up into the points. Nice move from the man passing his rival for the F2 Championship last year. You can see how close it is between Leclerc and Verstappen for second. We have a yellow flag waving in sector 3 and it's Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz has stopped at the stadium section and he is behind the barriers. Now, what the FIA are going to say about this? Even though they still got racing so far, it's a virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car. And the VSC is ending, so Verstappen is going to have to push it and give it absolutely everything to get past Charles Leclerc here to take 2nd place. Ollie Behrman's trying his best to hold on to 4th place. Leclerc has gone away. Verstappen will push him all the way to the flag. But nobody got near this man, Lando Norris, who's going to win in Mexico City and retake the lead of the championship. Lando Norris wins in Mexico City. And he's 1 point between the 2 McLarens in this championship battle with 4 races to go. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc defending Max Verstappen all the way to the flag, and Leclerc will take 2nd place. A stellar result for him. Max Verstappen finishes 3rd with another podium in Formula 1. Behind him, Ollie Behrman. What a result for the Haas man. He takes 4th place. His best ever finish in Formula 1, and Haas's best ever finish in Formula 1. Norris wins.
Incredible result. Wonderful car. Thanks for the hard work. Keep it up.
Lando Norris back on top in the championship, and he is now the man to catch with 4 rounds to go. And this is turning to be a 3-horse race for the title. We cannot wait for Brazil in 2 weeks' time. It is going to go down to the wire. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in Brazil. It is far from over.